Welcome in, Guardians. Grandmaster Nightfalls are back, and so is a forsaken weapon previously sunset and brought back with a vengeance. We are talking about Warden's Law hand cannon, the featured weapon for this week's Nightfall Europa Battlegrounds. To top it off, this week is a double Nightfall reward week, so get those runs in and get this amazing in-depth hand cannon before you have to wait for it to come back around. But first, while you're here, hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell to stay notified, hit the thumbs up like, leave a comment below. I do respond to all comments. I also do stream 3 days a week on all major streaming platforms. The links will be below and also in the description. I hope to see you there. Originally, Warden's Law was a burst fire kinetic hand cannon that shot a vertical spread with every trigger pull, but it never really hit it off the player due to the difficulty of landing those shots accurately. All in all, it was a unique hand cannon, but was never meta or in heavy rotation. Then came the dreaded sunset in Season 12, where it was never to be saw again, or so we thought. Then fast forward to this TWID in July of 2023, and Bungie announced the return of Warden's Law in Season 22, which became known as the Season of the Witch. Their goal was to move away from a firing spread like a shotgun and change it to a burst fire weapon akin to a pulse rifle. This also makes this weapon the only 257 RPM hand cannon, and this is due to it firing 2 bullets in succession. And it's the first of many new subclasses to our loved weapon classes coming in the future with the final shape. Now, this weapon has a faster TTK than the igneous hammer from Trials of Osiris. It deals up to 90 damage of burst per player with a time to kill of 0.93 seconds. And let me preface this is that I am a hand cannon lover, have been since Destiny 1. You give me a Malfeasance, a Thorn, a Sunshot, a 7 Seraphs, and honestly, I'm happy. It's actually been really hard to get the Malfeasance out of my hand, especially on my Hunter and the Lucky Pants build. Now, when this rework was first announced, I wasn't very excited at all. I didn't see the place in the hand cannon meta for this gun. I thought it sounded very similar to the Crimson, and in reality, hand cannons have become meta with all the recent buffs. But the other night, this beauty dropped for me, and let me tell you, this hand cannon is an absolute monster. And after testing the DPS myself and watching other damage tests, there is no other hand cannon that can put out the damage that this one can without any setup at all. I'm talking no Wither Horde, no necrotic grip, no Lucky Pants needed, but it really does slap with Lucky Pants. Every hand cannon does. Something about this gun just feels right. It feels perfect. The recoil, the power, the sound. This has honestly quickly become my favorite hand cannon, and dare I say, taken over my love for the Malfeasance. Unless I'm going against a taken enemy or two. And as you can see here, here's the Warden's Law Adept with the intrinsic trait of heavy burst fires a hard-hitting 2-round burst, which we had stated before. Now, with this weapon, what you're going to ideally be looking for in a god roll is corkscrew rifling. And if you don't have corkscrew rifling, arrowhead break will work as well. Now, in this second column, what you're going to want to look for is accurized rounds. But if you do not get it, tactical mag will do, but accurized rounds is what you're shooting for. As you see, I didn't really get the mag that I wanted, but I got everything else how I should. Now, for the traits, you want to look for something like Enlightened Action, Perpetual Motion, 4 times a Charm. Any of those do you really well. Enlightened Action, dealing damage improves reload speed and handling. Perpetual Motion, this weapon gains bonus stability, handling, and reload speed while the wielder is in motion. You're in motion a lot with hand cannons. These are both really, really good. Enlightened Action, I believe, is a new perk, but I could be wrong, but I really do believe it's a new trait. And I really want to test that out with this. I know that's one of the ones you should shoot for. As for your damage trait, I would say go with Kill Clip. Reloading after kills grant increased damage. Now this gives you a 25% damage buff. Now you could also go for something like Rampage, which scales up between 1, 2, and 3 stacks. I think at 3 stacks it does like 32% damage. So you can go for something like Rampage, or if you're doing this strictly for PvE, you can look at something like a Frenzy, which works as well. Masterwork with this weapon, you're gonna want to try to get reload as your masterwork because it does have a slow reload speed of 42, But if you don't get it, don't fret. You can always go with something like stability or range. Range is always good. Stops damage drop off. But ideally, you want to get reload speed here. And then for your adept mod, you can either do reload speed, range, or if you're going against bosses or other types of enemy, use that as well. But I would say compensate with the extra reload speed with adept reload or adept range. If you do already have the reload masterwork, and like I said, against bosses or something like that, you can use another one. But to me, the masterwork should be reload. Just the reload speed is atrocious. All right, and this gun does have 2 origin perks. The first one, Stunning Recovery. Stunning a champion partially refills your magazine, triggers health regeneration, and improves recovery for a short duration. Now, a lot of times you'll be using hand cannons, overload hand cannons specifically for this season's artifact to stun champions. Sometimes it'll be stun barriers, sometimes it'll be used to stun unstoppables. So if you're using this in high-end in-game content, you're going to be getting that refilling of the magazine, the health regeneration and recovery, which is key, especially in difficult content. The other trait you have is Vanguard's Vindication. Final blows boost weapon gain a small amount of health, which can be really good as well. Don't get me wrong. If you're going against a bunch of red bars, you're just constantly trying to pelt and rebuild health, it's good. Like if you're having an issue staying alive, that's another really good thing to use as well. So that's not a bad trait to use. But honestly, to me, it's all about stunning recovery because you're going to be stunning a lot of champions. So you'll be getting the health regen, you'll be getting the recovery, you'll be getting the partial mag refills, you'll be able to continue dumping shots. So to me, stunning recovery is the better one of the two. But Vanguard's Vindication, sorry, I probably said that wrong, does have its place in this weapon. Now, with all that being said, guys, I do believe that this is the top dog in the legendary hand cannon. I do believe it's the top dog in even exotic hand cannons right now. Just because you don't have to use that exotic slot. It puts out more damage than even your top tier exotic hand cannon right now in Malfeasance, in the Thorn, and it's just a really fun gun to use. Dare I say it, that the Warden's Law's back and it's meta. I did not have that on my 2023 bingo card, but yes, Warden's Law is meta. Go get it now, so you don't have to wait until it comes back around. And since it's double Nightfall Rewards week, you have a better chance of getting the one that you want. I'm getting ready to go run some more right now to get even a better version. Hopefully one that has accurized rounds on it. Who knows? But get out there and start running those Grandmaster Nightfalls now. Do it, do it, do it. I highly recommend it. Or if you're watching this and it's already passed, when it comes back around, do it. Get those ciphers, save them up so that you're able to focus one if you have to. All right, guys, that's my review on the Warden's Law. It's God rolls. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that sub button, smash that thumbs up like, ring that notification bell to stay up to date on the latest build, weapon reviews, and live streams. This is my first weapon review. Maybe there'll be more. I'm not sure. But this gun was just so awesome that I had to make this review, even though I know a lot of people are doing it right now. But until next time, watch one of the videos you see on screen right now. It's your boy Old Man Sim out. Peace.